Pastor Dan, and we're doing Spotlight again, and we're still in the theme of the Sabbath. And I'm going to share with you something that I have been developing in terms of my own way of living it and preaching it. That Jesus said this amazing verse, whatever else you do, whatever other ideas you may have, nail this one down. Don't gain the whole world, but lose your own soul. Whatever else you do. If you're going to get a big house, okay, fine. If you're going to be a big person or a professor, or you're going to have degrees after your name, or you're going to accumulate some stuff, or you want to travel the world, okay, fine. But whatever else, don't do this. Don't lose your own soul. So it's pretty important. So where does the Sabbath fit into that? Could it be that the Sabbath is one of God's most powerful ways is to help you? Don't lose your own soul. Come unto you, me. If you're weary and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Rest for what? Your soul. God made us with a soul. He said, I made you with a soul to worship him, to hang out with God. And even if we want to argue the details of soul, I think we all know there's a spiritual side to us. That we are not just machines and sensual livers and eat and drink and be merry, but there's a soul side to us. And those moments that are the most precious in your life are those moments where you fed your soul. The one that you say, oh boy, that was great. Wasn't that a great night? Wasn't it great when we got to be there with those people? Those were soul times because they burn into your soul. They matter. You talk about having a soulmate, to marry your soulmate. Your soul matters. What feeds your soul? We talk about giving people a break. You know, I show pictures of Zen gardens. You can be busy in the rest of the world, the roads or cars are racing by, and you walk into a Zen garden, and you feel it. They have learned about how to create visual space, and you begin to be soul-focused. They talk about the Nepalese, the Sherpas, who were carrying their loads up the mountain, and all of a sudden they stopped. And they said, why don't you come on, we got to go. I said, we have to wait for our souls to catch up to us. It matters, your soul. The moment I land on the beach in Kauai in Hawaii, we have a little cheap timeshare over there. We try to go every year, and boy, as soon as we get out of get our luggage and get our room and get some groceries, then we get to the beach. The moment we begin to walk and wade in the shallow waves of Kauai, I'm back with my soul. All the to-do lists and all the checklists and all the things and all the responsibilities in your job description and the heaviness of stuff you got to do goes away, and you're back with your soul. You know what I'm talking about. You know you're hungry for it. You know you wish you had more time for your soul. Read a chapter of the Psalms. Listen to some music. I have been to a place they called Cowboy Camp Meeting, and they had Southern Gospel. In about 2 minutes, you're back with your soul, and I needed this. It might be a quiet night with some people you love, and you have some substantive conversation, and you talk about the things that really matter. And it was a soul night. And you feel it, and you know it. And those are your soul friends. You're in a small group, and you deal with stuff that's important. I hosted a black gospel concert here one day at the La Sierra Church. Now, I was just assigned to be there that day, so okay, I'm the one that had the prayer and the welcome, and I was exhausted, and how am I going to do this? But after 2.5 hours of black gospel, one choir after the other, I was not tired anymore. My soul had been fed. So you know what it's like. Anyway, I just want a quick story. There's an uncle of mine who was a professor over Loma Linda, and he had a professor who just could not get his dissertation done. He'd been gone 5 years. He'd extended a couple years already. Everyone's tired of teaching his load for him. And my uncle finally said, let me handle it. Called the guy up, wherever he was, Minnesota somewhere. And they said, how you doing? Well, I'm having a hard time getting the conclusion done. He said, if you had a month to do whatever you wanted, money's no problem, what would you do? Oh, I would take my son, and we would go kayaking, canoeing in the land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota and Canada. Okay, do it. We'll pay for it. The guy got his son, and they canoed and camped for a month. They came back and said, how was that? Was that good? Oh, that was the best month of our lives. Go take another month. Do another month. We'll pay for it. Came back after another month. Wrote his dissertation conclusion in one afternoon. Back with his soul. Back where he could hear the voice of God. Back where he could penetrate the truth or something. And he wrote it down. Your soul's important. And God gives us this magnificent gift of the Sabbath so we can get back in touch with our soul. Don't lose your soul. Whatever else you do, don't lose your soul. It's all that matters. This is Spotlight. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching Spotlight. We're so excited about this. We hope that you'll subscribe and so you'll get all of them. And please just forward it on to others and tell other people about it. And let's just see what kind of an audience we can get for these messages of Spotlight. God bless you.